Back on IceTime.TV, we were going to talk to man of the match Paul Crowder, but he ditched us for better plans. So Ben Bowns has come out in his place, and I guess rightly so, Ben. We've got to start with talking about that save in the first period. You made a number of great saves tonight, but David Clark's going in on you. You don't have your stick. Is it just a case of tracking the puck and hoping for the best?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not nice when your stick blows up on you like that. I think I nearly fell over it. It broke pretty hard on me. I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a panic mode right from as soon as that happened, trying to get back in my net. To be fair, the guys did a good job of scrambling that first initial effort out, and then I think Clarkey has just being Clarkey snuck around the back and it popped to him, and you don't want it landing someone like Clarkey. So I thought I would just make sure I kind of shoot my 5-ball off because I thought he might go there, and he didn't. I think he read that and went around me. Just all right, trying to chuck everything at it, and luckily got my glove on it a bit like last night.
It looks good on the replay, Ben. I can assure you that. That's all that matters. You have got the target on your back, the Cardiff Devils this year. You're Elite League champions. A weekend to kick off the defence of that trophy doesn't come much harder than the Steelers and the Panthers, yet you've taken 4 points. What sort of message do you think that sends out to the rest of the league?
Well, I think that's a big one. I think yesterday we were a good road performance. I mean, the first period I thought we were really, really good yesterday, and then we took the 2-goal lead very early on in the second. We played all right, and then got into a little bit of penalty trouble, lost a bit of momentum, and I think we had the 4-minute power play in the third period, and we should have maybe put them away then. And to be fair, I mean, they defended it well, but we didn't really put them into enough pressure. I mean, that's when they got the penalty shot as well, and we didn't quite have that killer instinct last night, and we took the foot off the gas a little bit. Like I said, we went up by 2 goals and allowed them back into the game. The third one's a soft one by me, just a bad read, and then but luckily we managed to pull it off in overtime. You still get the 2 points whether you win regulation or not. So to win in Sheffield with not your best performance is a really real big positive. And then tonight, obviously, they got the goal to make it 3-1. We were already up 3-0, and I thought that we were great all night tonight. We had the probably 7 or 8 minute passage in that first period where Panthers did get quite a few chances, but again, like I say, the guys were great, and when they did get the 1 goal to pull it within 2, we just came back and we scored that fourth to put it to bed, and that's where we had that killer instinct. So you don't get any harder than starting with Sheffield Nottingham on your first league weekend, so to get those 4 points is massive for us.
The guys were particularly good, and you were particularly good, certainly from our view in the commentary box. The Corey Nielsen team, they've got a lot of looks, particularly on their power play. They like to rotate people and guys going different routes. It must be kind of hard to stay with the mental game and track all of that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you just get used to it. You have to stay calm, obviously clear your head, and you know, I mean, Corey's an awesome coach. He's one of the best I've ever worked with. So you know, it don't matter who's playing for him. It's always going to be tough, especially on those power plays. He knows how to get a move in that puck, and you got players like Farms who just like to get right in your face, and he's awesome at tips, like when he scored the goal. And you have to take everything in, but like I say, you have to try and clear your head at the same time. It's a weird way to explain it, but you just fight through it. And like I said, the guys again did an unreal job of just boxing out, and any rebounds are cleared. I think Richie cleared 2 off the line for me tonight, so I mean that could have been a totally different game, and that just shows you the level that we played at tonight. Like I thought the defense and offense, like just like on their own or as a team, were just absolutely awesome tonight.
For the 4th year running, the Devils have had consistency in their lineup, a lot of players returning to Cardiff, but there have been a couple of changes in defence, with Josh Batch moving up to forward, Bryce Reddick, Drew Parrish coming in, Parrish out tonight, Batch back as a defenceman. How is your relationship building now with maybe a couple of new pairs?
Well, the guys are awesome. I mean, they're fitting straight away. I pulled a bit of a prank on Paris and Reds when they first come on, so I think that kind of warmed them up to me pretty quickly. And,
we asked what the prank was?
Yeah, it's a secret one.
Okay.
Yeah, we got on with that. So that kind of eased them into it, I think, and got everyone chirping them for a little while. But no, I mean that's the best way to get new guys involved. Just have a little bit of fun with them. They have a little bit of fun back, and I'm sure they'll get me back at some point. But no, Bryce and Paris are unbelievable D-men, and then to have someone like Batchy playing forward like he does, I mean, he's so strong, he's so big, and causes trouble when he's playing up front. I mean, you saw him in CHL and the games he's played in the Elite League up front, and then obviously the beauty about him is someone gets hurt or has to drop out or we're resting him, then he drops straight back into D and is just fit straight back in again. And I've been playing with Batchy or against Batchy, and I've known him since I've been in the juniors, so we've always had a good relationship, me and Batchy. So he's fit straight into the D car, and I know how to play with him straight away, so it's dead easy.
I know it's forgotten now after 2 great wins, but just going back to Guildford last weekend, your partner in crime, Mad Dog Moody's in there. From the stands, you know, he had a good game. He maybe wanted 1 goal back, but he made a lot of good saves. But 8 goals conceded on him. Is he the guy? Are you the guy he turns to? And what were your conversations this week about that performance?
Well, I thought he played really well. The goals you let in, there's not much you could do about it. I mean, you let 8 goals in, you're going to want a couple back, and that's just natural. I mean, it's like you said, he's been there before. I've been there before. We've let plenty of goals in. I mean, we had the 8-0 against Nottingham last year, and he just bounced back from it. And Moody knows how good he is, and everyone else knows how good he is. I mean, I think, without trying to be big-headed, I think that we are the best pairing in the league by a long shot, whether we're both British or not.
Yep.
I think that we are, and Moody he's an unreal goalie, and he's good. Next time he gets in the net, I know that he's just going to be right on point again, and whether he let 8 in or not, he was still on point for 99% of that game, in my opinion.
And just finally, Ben, when all of us had sloped home from Guildford last weekend, a little bit under the weather after that defeat, your better half, Jade, woke you up at 4 o'clock in the morning with some interesting news.
Yeah, she kind of found a rabbit in the middle of the street, so if anyone's lost a rabbit, we've got a rabbit back at home. It's making friends with my dog.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got a rabbit for some reason now, so she wants to keep it, but if no one claims it, I'm going to have to now. I'm stuck with it.
Well, I think you have to, because rabbits are lucky in, 2 wins this weekend, so the rabbit's now the mascot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ben, fantastic performance tonight, fantastic performance by the whole Devils team this weekend. Thanks for joining us on IceTime.TV.
Thank you.